Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, where we are all about faith, family, home, and farm. I hope you find something on our channel that will encourage you and inspire you on your journey. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit like and subscribe, and be sure to turn that little notifications bell on so you'll get notified every time a brand new video is uploaded. We hope to see you in each and every one. Thanks for watching.
Hey y'all, Tracy here with Keeper of the Home at 4D Farms. Welcome to today's video of all the things you can do with canned biscuits. Thank y'all for going through this series with me. I am loving it. Y'all are loving it, okay? I didn't know y'all would like it so much. Thank y'all for going through this series with me. And y'all, it's one of those messy hair don't care days because I'm working on a project for my granddaughters, all spread it out here in the floor, and I'm having to take a pause to make supper. And I'm like, you know what? It is a good thing that this meal is so easy to put together because I gotta get back to working on this project and getting it up out of the floor and get to a stopping point and finish it, in the next few days. Anyway, this meal is so easy to come together tonight, y'all. And I'm gonna give you some more ideas and some more things that you can do and some disclaimers. Tonight's meal is going to be, let's just name it taco casserole. That's what we're gonna name it, taco casserole. And of course we're gonna be using canned biscuits, hence all the things you can do with canned biscuits, okay? Now, a disclaimer, I am doing these in an air fryer, so I'll show you what I'm gonna be using. Give me my finger. Those little things right there instead of a casserole dish. And I'll show you how I'm gonna do it in those liners right there, okay, that I purposely bought, okay, so I could do like things like casseroles and wetter dishes in the air fryer. Wetter recipes, like green bean casserole, corn casserole, stuff like that. These things are perfect in an air fryer if you want to do some casseroles, okay? Because if you've noticed in the bottom of your air fryer basket, it may have that little tray in it, or the little slits on the side of your bowl, okay? And if you put wet things in there, it's just gonna seep out and just make a big old mess in your air fryer. That's what I went and bought these for. Now, my disclaimer is, let me give you a tip. By all means, if you are going to do this in a regular oven, you can use casserole dishes, a 9x13, an 8x11. You can use the little square ones. You can use glass. You can use your oven-safe casserole dishes. You can use the metal, non-stick, cake pans, okay? Whatever. But just for the sake of, we're on a work trip, I'm using my air fryer. I purposely went and bought those so I could do more meals. I just expanded all the things I can do in an air fryer, okay? Just by getting those two little liners. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do tonight, okay? So, just know that these can still be done in a regular oven in a casserole dish of some sort. But y'all, this meal is so easy to come together. Now, I'm going to turn this into a casserole, okay? But as I go along and I show you what I'm doing, I'm going to give you some more ideas that you can do something differently that I may not get around to cooking in this series, okay? If I do it later on down the road, you'll just get to see it again, okay? But I'll give you some ideas to get a jump start over me, okay? Now, let's get in here and let's get to cooking. I have got some things pre-prepped. I have got some, it's just for 2 people, y'all, so I'm downsizing, so make this the size that y'all want. I don't have measurements because I don't know who all you're gonna cook for. You may be cooking for an army. I'm just cooking for 2 tonight, so I'm downsizing. So I just chopped up a little bit of diced onion and bell peppers of my choice. I've got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, a little bit of orange, okay, whatever was in the pack I bought when I did this meal plan for this week. Okay, I'm in the process now of fixing to brown the ground beef. I tried to say that together. Okay, I'm fixing to brown the ground beef. So let me take you over into the kitchen with me. I got a mess, y'all. Let me bring y'all over into the kitchen with me and let's get started putting this together. All right, y'all, I am fixing to brown the ground beef, and actually, I am not going to drain all of the grease out when it's done, because you know how like when you add your seasoning packet of your taco meat, or your taco seasoning or your fajita seasoning, and it tells you to add water, y'all, if you've got to add a taco seasoning or fajita seasoning or some kind of seasoning, instead of adding water, keep a little bit of your ground beef grease in there, because it acts as an oil and it gives it more flavor to your seasoning instead of the water. There you go. Okay, so I have added some garlic to this pan. I'm fixing to, and I'm just gonna brown all this together, y'all. I'm going to add my bell peppers and my onions. Now I'm not gonna put the seasoning in there until it's getting good and browned, okay? All right, so reserve this packet. Okay, now let me show y'all what I'm gonna do. This is the liners I'm talking about, y'all. Silicone liners. I got a pink one for me, and I got the red one for my husband. They didn't have blue, so I just got these 2 colors. I think you can get them in any color that you want to, but y'all, I'll try to link them down below. And you can look at one. They're made by Aspen, okay? But I'll give you a link down below. But all I'm going to do, y'all, is I've already popped the can of biscuits because I don't want to get scared, okay? Now, like I said, you can do this in your casserole dish if you're doing this in the oven, okay? But I'm going to do one for me, one for my husband, because, y'all, this is the only space I got here in my air fryer. And if I was doing this in the oven, it would all go in one big casserole dish, okay? But I'm going to half it, okay? And because this will be a good serving size for him, okay? Now, the thing about ordering these for your air fryer, let me talk to you just a second. Y'all are crooking, or I'm crooking. Let's try this. Okay, now, the thing about ordering these for your air fryer or your Instant Pot, make sure you know the quart size of your air fryer and the quart size of your Instant Pot. Because, and I had to make sure I measured mine, because y'all, they've got some that's bigger and rounder, and they've got some that's smaller. So I know that my air fryer is it's 3.5 up to 5 quart. So this fits perfectly right down in there. So make sure you know the size of your Instant Pot and your air fryer. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you another prep while your ground beef is browning. You're going to take your biscuits, okay, and you're just going to break them into chunks. Well, not the whole one. Break them into chunks, okay? Now, this is another thing I told y'all I was going to tell you. This is another thing I told you I was going to tell you. You can take these biscuits and flatten these out. You can actually half them like that by the seam in the middle, and kind of flatten them out where you've kind of got like a little thin crust, and put them down in the bottom and have that be your layer, okay? I'm not going to do one tonight. If I make this again, I may try both versions, okay? So this is, I'm going to half in the biscuits between me and him. So we're just going to chunk them in here, y'all. And know that you don't want them all sticking together because these are going to rise, y'all. So don't have them all sticking together, okay? So just take them and just get them off into chunks. They're going to rise. They're going to get bigger, okay? Because I'm going to show you something else we're going to do. Y'all know how I made like that chicken bubble up casserole? If you haven't seen that one, go back and look at it. I may actually put more in his than I put in mine because his is going to be a bigger serving. Okay, so you're just going to kind of spread them out. This is all going to get kind of dumped in here, y'all. And like I said, these biscuits are going to get fatter and they're going to rise. So you're just going to chunk like a casserole. Okay, and I'm just going to place in there. All right, now let me stir just a little bit, y'all. I'll get back to that in just a minute. Stir it a little bit. Now, the next thing we're going to do is put a dollops layer. You can do dollops or you can do a layer, okay? Whatever your little heart's desire. So I'm going to take my spoon and we're going to start dolloping. I'm going to do his and then I'll go back and do mine off camera, okay? Just to make this go by faster. Refried beans. If you get the ones that are really stuck together and they're not spreadable and they're not dollopable, add a little water to them, y'all, and make them a little more, see, because if I tried to spread those stuck together ones on top of here, it would just pull everything apart. So we're going to dollop in different places, or you can spread this if you want to. Like I said, however your little heart is content. I think I'm actually going to kind of spread just a little bit so we can get a bite of refried beans on everything. All right. I think that, okay, because this is spreadable. See how it's easy, more easy to spread. Y'all, I can't even talk right tonight. Good. This is easier to spread. See that? Okay. All right. Now, I need to have a towel over my shoulder and I ain't got one. Okay, let me get my ground beef browned. Then I am going to add, where is it at? Half of the packet of the taco seasoning, okay? But I'm going to reserve some of the grease in here. Instead of using water, I'm going to keep a little bit of the oil just to give it some extra flavor, okay? So let me get to that step and we'll move on from there. I tell you what, I'll talk to y'all some more while I'm doing this because I told y'all I was going to give y'all some more ideas. Y'all know how I made the pizzas, the little mini pizzas? You can turn this dish into mini pizzas. You can have one big thick crust, a thin crust bottom on the bottom of your casserole dish, or y'all just take a biscuit, flatten it out, okay, like I did those other mini pizzas, or pull them apart, make it even thinner, flatten them out, and then turn these into taco pizzas, okay? And you're just going to like put your refried beans on your flattened biscuit, and then taco sauce. I need my taco sauce right there, okay? You can either go ahead and put your if you're making a pizza, you can go ahead and put your taco sauce on top, then your refried beans, or vice versa. Put your refried beans and then put your taco sauce on top of that. Reason being, I think if you put the taco sauce down first and then you try to spread the refried beans, it's just going to make a big old mess. Okay, so turn it into a pizza and put these two on top, then your meat mixture on top of that, okay? And then, y'all,
there's something else that's going to go on top of this that's just going to kick it up a notch. Or you can stop with the pizzas and put your cheese on top of your meat mixture and then bake it like a pizza. There you go. But we're going to go one step further, and we're still going to make this into a casserole. But we're going to go one step further and put some extra things on top of this. Okay? So let me finish browning this ground beef. Okay, y'all? That is almost done. Now, tacos. I've added the taco seasoning. Now, we're going to, y'all, I like the Taco Bell taco sauce better, but they didn't have any, so I had to get this. We're going to drizzle some of this just in here like this for that pizza sauce effect, okay? And I want some in the middle of my, you know, in the middle to give it that flavor, okay? All right, so I'm fixing to get ready to put this on top. Okay, y'all, this meat mixture is done. And it's also going to cook more in the air fryer. So what you're going to do is you're going to start putting some meat mixture on top of there. I'm going to borrow this spoon. I'm going to start layering some meat mixture on top of here. Oh, y'all, that oil actually makes that better than water, y'all. I mean, it's beef fat, okay? That's all. If you don't want the fat, okay, from the oil, the grease, by all means, drain it and use water. All right, so you're just going to start putting this on top. I'll make mine in a minute. Let's just get this one going because I can be prepping mine while his is in the air fryer. Okay, so I will prep mine off camera while his is doing it, okay? That meat mixture right there is going to be mine. And y'all, that was actually 1/3 of a pound of ground beef. I bought a pound of ground beef in the little chub, and I sectioned, no, actually, let's see, was it 2 pounds? It was a 2-pound chub, and I did it in thirds. So 1/3 of 2 pounds, I guess. Is that what you call it? Okay, now, y'all, you get to soup this up any way you want to. If you didn't cook your onions and your peppers in with your meat, now you can put like your raw peppers and onions on top of your meat. You can put jalapenos, you can put chili peppers, you can put any other kind of pepper on here that you want. Olives. Oh, don't cut myself. Now we're gonna spread olives on here, black olives. Y'all, you can use any kind of olive. You can use banana peppers. If you're turning this into a pizza, put any of your toppings on there of your choice. I'm gonna save a few because I don't like black olives that much. So I'm not gonna use all of these, but I'm gonna reserve some of these and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Now, y'all, my hands are clean and this is just for me and my husband, okay? Now I've got the diced tomatoes and I'm going to put in here. Now I do like these. I don't like raw tomatoes. I do like the diced tomatoes. But y'all, if you want to put raw cherry tomatoes in here, just kind of like cut them and put you some cherry tomatoes in here, that is perfectly fine. All right. He's gonna like this. Now, I like tomatoes too, so I'm gonna get the other half of the can. And I'm gonna reserve some too for whatever we're gonna do on top. Okay, now, I'm going to put this in the, there's my towel. I'm gonna put this in the air fryer and we are going to bake this until the biscuits are done at 350. Let's see, this is an air fryer. It's closer. I'm going to bump it down to 325 just for the sake of it being in close quarters. It's going to cook faster. So 325 until the biscuits are good and bubbly and done. Then the next step, y'all just wait. There's another step coming, okay?
Y'all, while that is baking and I've got mine prepped, I've got to show y'all what I bought. Y'all are gonna be so proud of me. If you know anything about one of my other videos, let me tell you what I got first. Y'all are gonna be so proud of me. Y'all remember in that canning video, that canned biscuit video where I'm making the cinnamon rolls and everybody blasted me for not having a rolling pin? And this whole time, no, I didn't go buy a rolling pin. This whole time, I've been having to use, on a lot of these videos, I've been having to use something else to roll out anything that required rolling out these biscuits. Okay. I had this bright idea, y'all. I was going to go and I was like, you know what? All I need is just something wooden and round, just a little small diameter or circumference, whatever you call it, or PVC pipe. I don't care. Just something that I can cut into like a foot section and just throw in my traveling box when I'm traveling. So I journeyed, got in my truck, drove all the way to Lowe's out here, and I found the dowels, the wooden dowels in the lumber section. And I'm like, aha. And it was 48 inches long. I didn't need that much, but I was like, you know what? I can get this cut into 4 feet sections, 4 1-foot sections, and I can throw 2 in my box in case I lose one. I'll have a backup, and I can just put the other 2 up somewhere, for later use or something like that. So I get ready to purchase this dowel, but I'm like, wait a minute. I better have them cut this for me. I find somebody finally. Okay, and I asked them, I'm like, I need this cut into 4 12 1-foot sections. And they're like, our saw is down. It's been down for a week. We can't cut it. And I'm thinking to myself, what have you done for all these construction workers this week? Okay. I'm not going to get on a soapbox. That's a rabbit hole. I can chase that all day. And I'm like, do you have a handsaw? It's just a dowel. I'll cut it myself, okay? And they're like, no, we're not allowed to do that either. OSHA, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're not, for fear of cutting themselves. But yet, they're going to run a saw. Okay, I could chase that rabbit hole, y'all, but I'm not. So it's a good thing I didn't buy it yet. I'm like, well, crap. I just put it back. I said, well, I'll just have to put it back. I'll see y'all later. And left, okay? So then I went on down the road and I was driving. I saw Hobby Lobby. They have dowels too. They have dowels. I was going to, same scenario. I'm like, can y'all cut this down for me into sections? No, ma'am, we don't do that here. But yeah, you've got a nook back there where you do customized picture frames. I know you have to cut down some of that wood somehow. They wouldn't cut it down for me. Back on the little shelf it goes, and I walk out of there. So no, I didn't walk out yet. I was just fixing to walk out the door, and it dawned on me, wait a minute, y'all got a cake decorating section, don't you? So I asked somebody where the cake decorating section was, because y'all, this one was huge. I didn't know where nothing was in this store. One of those little fondant rollers, y'all. It's got the little handles here. The little spacers where if you need if you need to move these and you need a certain circumference, okay? If you're doing something round or something, or a rectangle or something, and you can move these. I'm just showing y'all that. This is not a paid sponsorship, whatever, paid promotion. I'm just excited. I'm showing y'all what I got. So I'm going to open it up for y'all. I haven't even opened it yet because I was going to do that with y'all. Okay, so that was easy. All right, it's got these little spacers that you can move. Look at there. And you can make an itty bitty one. Okay, you can make a big one. You can stretch it back out. And y'all, here's your grips. where you're rolling and your hands won't slip. Y'all, this is perfect for me. I can go to town rolling them biscuits out now. Now y'all can stop with the, you're a baker and you don't have a rolling pin? I got one now. Y'all, I do own rolling pins, okay? They are at home. I even have rolling pins for my granddaughters. My granddaughters has got more rolling pins than I got. I got them the little mini ones, y'all, for when they were toddlers, them little mini rolling pins, okay? And I've ordered extras so they could have something to play with their Play-Doh, okay? And then they graduated and they got a little bigger, and Gma bought them some nice wooden rolling pins. And theirs actually has scroll work in the wood. One has butterflies, one has flowers. Okay, and I let them pick which one they wanted. Okay, so y'all, they got more rolling pins than I got at home. But I didn't have anything for traveling, and I'm like, there you go. So there's your grip, there's your spacer. It packs so easily, and y'all, they were only $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. You're welcome, Hobby Lobby. And it's just the little fondant roller that you find in the cake decorating section. Now, I'm experimenting and I'm playing around with some more things in the air fryer. I'm going to open this too, and I'm going to show you what I got. I am playing around and I'm seeing what all I can do in my air fryer, y'all. I got a dough cutter. I actually got two. A dough cutter and a dough scraper. Because y'all, I'm going to see about making breads and desserts and things, making my own homemade bread in the air fryer. Okay, so there's you something else, Hobby Lobby. You're welcome. I don't remember how much these were. Let me see. $1.99. Y'all see that? $1.99. It's called a spreading tool, but you get, this is also a dough scraper, and I guess that's what you use to go around, like when you spin your cake on that little cake spinning thingamahickey. I've never used one, but I'm gonna get one. And then you scrape your icing, and it just, oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna use these as a dough scraper and a dough cutter, okay? So I'm gonna put them in my traveling box. So now, y'all, I will have some. Aren't y'all proud of me? But y'all, I was just gonna have a dowel cut or a PVC pipe. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess if you can't cut me a dowel, you can't cut me a PVC pipe either, can you? No, ma'am. No. Metal pipe, nothing. Their saw was down, and they said it'd been down for like a week, and I'm like, I bet y'all ain't had no lumber business, no construction business in a while. Okay, yeah, I just thought I would let y'all know that. So you're welcome, Hobby Lobby. So I guess you can get them at Walmart too. Walmart's carrying the cake decorating things, okay? Because people are getting into that, y'all, now. Amazon, you know what? I'll see if I can find some deals on some and Amazon and compare prices, and we'll see. If I find some less on Amazon, I'll give y'all a link, okay? I'm sorry, Hobby Lobby. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, y'all will be proud of me. So those are going in my traveling kitchen box, okay? I smell this cooking, y'all. I'm fixing to check to see if the biscuits, I'm doing 325, and I started out with 15 minutes first. So I'm going to take it out in just a second, do a sneak peek, and see if the biscuits are done, okay? All right, y'all, I just checked them after 15 minutes at 325. They need about 10 more minutes because the biscuits were like halfway done. So I'm going to add just 10 more minutes. So it's going to wind up being 325 in my air fryer for 25 minutes, okay? When his comes out, I'll show you what's next, okay? Hang in there. All right, y'all, that is done, and I've taken it out, and then I'll show you the next step. But y'all, this is the reason why I call this on my hotel cooking playlist. All those videos where I'm cooking with nothing but an air fryer and an Instant Pot. Y'all, this is another reason why I tell you in that video that it's not just for hotel cooking. It's for small spaces. Y'all see this small space? We have our coffee maker, eat a tiny sink, looks like a camper sink, little place to drain some dishes. That's another reason for that playlist, okay, is showing you how you can use the Instant Pot and an air fryer in a small space. It's not just for hotel cooking. But when I started that playlist, that's what I named it. And we mostly stay in hotels. But y'all, it's going to be hotel / small space cooking with an Instant Pot and air fryer. Okay, let's get back to this. I told y'all I would show you the next step. The next step is going to be, y'all, adding cheese. The biscuits are done. They're golden brown. I checked them. Y'all, you're just going to add I'm not going to take it out of here, y'all, because I don't want to ruin the effect. So, we're going to add just a little layer of cheese on top. And you're going to put it back in there just long enough to melt the cheese. Okay? Long enough to melt the cheese. So, there's your next step. So, let's get this in here. I am right beside the camera. Okay? So, we're going to go. Let me turn y'all around where you can see this. I'm just going to do this long enough. Back down to 325. Maybe like a minute or two. I'm going to say like 1 minute. Long enough to melt the cheese. Because I'm cheesy like that. Alright, y'all. The cheese is melted. I added an extra minute to it, okay? Just let me show y'all how easy it is to get these silicone liners out of here. Look at that. Now, you can set that down on the counter, but y'all, I need to, for the sake of it being their countertops, I might want to put this on a towel. I should have put a pot holder down there. I tell you what, they do have pot holders, and I actually have one somewhere. Okay, let me grab the pot holder, and I'm going to put it on top of the pot holder. I travel with pot holders too, y'all. Okay, now, you remember me telling y'all we were going to put a little twist on this? You can stop right here and serve this just as a casserole. But this is going to be the twist, y'all. You're going to have a warm layer, and you're going to have a cold layer. All right? Let me get something to dish this out with. All right? I got me a spatula, and this is what we're going to do, y'all. He'll probably eat half of this tonight, and then I'll fix his lunch for tomorrow. You're going to take half of this, or a serving, whatever you want. You're going to put it on your plate. How can I get this where y'all can see me? You're going to take a serving. You're going to put it on your plate. Just like this. Look at that, y'all. This is going to have a little twist, y'all. Biscuits are done. Refried beans. Look at that cheesy pull. Did y'all see that? He'll have some for lunch tomorrow. So I will fix him his lunch. Your cold layer. We're going to put his over there. Your cold layer on top. Y'all see this itty bitty headed lettuce? Look at that. You're going to put like lettuce on top. You know, like that 7-layer salad, y'all? You're just going to kind of like put that like on top. Okay? Get your lettuce, crumble it up, put it on top. Now, if you didn't want to put the lettuce, y'all, you could take this time to just add some more of your taco sauce on top of that, on top of your casserole. But we're going to do this on top. Now, this is why I reserved some of the olives. But I'm going to put him some tomatoes on top. Just like that little 7-layer salad, y'all. Y'all would not believe the things that keep me up at night and the ideas that just go through my mind. I'm an overthinker. Okay. In my little teeny tiny sink. Okay. Olives. I'm going to let him have the olives, y'all, because I don't really like the olives. So I want to kind of plate it on there nicely for him and decorate some more olives. Boop. Well, they're falling off. I'm going to give him all the olives, y'all. And we're going to throw that can away. I just want to kind of decorate it now. Wash my hands again in my little teeny tiny sink. Oh, let's go. Let's see. Let's just keep going here. Oh, hello here. All right. Cheese. A little bit more cheese on top, like that little 7-layer salad, y'all. Now, I got to get mine made. I got his all ready to go. And I'm the one starving. but he's fixing to be here. Now for the finishing touches. Ta-da! A little dollop of Daisy. Where's my spoon? Or a fork. Let's just go ahead and grab a fork. And there's different size forks, y'all. Gosh, y'all, that's a man fork. I gotta have the shorter fork. Okay, little dollop of Daisy on top. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. Little dollop of Daisy. Now, one extra little touch, y'all, just because I'm just a little extra. Cilantro, since this is a Mexican dish. Cilantro on top of that. Let's see if I can do it like a chef does it. Oh, y'all, how beautiful and creative is that? Look at that. Ta-da! Y'all see that? Do ya smell it? I'm gonna be like The Rock. Do ya smell it? We used to watch wrestling all the time, y'all, when my boys were little WWE. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Look at that, y'all. Can you smell it? Oh my gosh. Now, I gotta get mine made. Y'all, you can either stop with the casserole and just put you some enchilada sauce on top, or you can just keep on going and add that little extra on top and dress it up. Y'all, playing with your food's pretty fun. Stop telling kids to quit playing with their food, because it actually turns out to be fun, y'all. And believe it or not, y'all, it may be messy, but they're exploring. They're texture, their feeling, they're exploring. They may turn out to be little chefs, y'all, when they get bigger, when they get older. Get them in the kitchen with you cooking. I tell you that all the time. Now it's time to put mine in the air fryer. Okay, I've got his all good and done. He doesn't like his food piping hot. He has to let his food cool off for a little while, so by the time he gets here, his is going to be perfect. I'm going to plate up him some for lunch tomorrow, but I'm going to put his cold toppings in a separate bowl, okay? And then put the casserole in another one so he can heat up the casserole. Then when it gets done in the microwave, then when it gets done, he can put his little cold toppings on top. Oh, you can put salsa on the top of there. More enchilada sauce if you want to. Oh, y'all, if you do the pizzas, y'all just do the layers. Just turn a pizza out of it. Roll your biscuits out. Put them in the bottom of your baking dish. Put your refried beans. Then put your sauce. Then your meat mixture. Then your cheese on top. Stop right there with taco pizzas. You're welcome. I gotta fix mine now. And I tell you what, after I get done getting mine all fixed up, prettied up, and all such as that, I will taste test mine. I'm not gonna dig into his. I want his to be pretty. I don't want a big old bite mark in it. Okay, so I will taste test mine, okay? And I'll let you at least know what it tastes like, so y'all just hold on. Okay, y'all, here's mine. I got a smaller plate. See, it fits in the palm of my hand. It's time for me to taste test mine. I just got mine out, so it's a little warm. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm holding my plate over here so I can hold it over the sink in case I drop something. Oh, y'all. I want that tomato right there. That lettuce. I'll get to the sour cream in a minute. Right now, I just want to taste the filling and the ingredients. Y'all, I can't get rid of that cheese pull. Y'all, I don't know what you would like better, the pizza or the casserole. Try both of them. And I may wind up making the taco pizzas. Who knows? Y'all, that's good. And really, I only messed up one pan
But those little silicone liners, y'all, I just washed one. They are so easy to clean because, y'all, they're silicone. Nothing sticks to them, okay? So, I mean, 2 silicone pans. So really, if you're doing this in the oven, you're just gonna mess up a casserole dish and 1 pan. That's it. Really, okay? And if you have leftovers in your casserole dish, just wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, have the rest of it for another night. Or you can condense it into a smaller bowl container and put it in the freezer and take it out for another meal one night. Y'all, that came together so simple, minimal ingredients. Y'all, go make you one of these. Go make your taco pizza. If you make the taco pizza, go ahead and let me know how it turns out. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna eat my supper. Then I gotta get this mess cleaned up out of the floor. And I'll just have to work on it another day. I will see y'all in the next video.